19 is me first and last. I was too damn fast. I decided to take scholar advice, to use my talent and my sweet voice to sing for the Lord, praise him in song and rejoice. So I joined the Baptist religion in my first time on the morning ground, and I hear a song like 1,000 voices chanting. Yeah, the words that they sing. Father, give you that voice. Go back and use it well. And yet they chanting. Father, give you that voice. Go back and use it well. The police was in Grenada is so corrupt. Use your voice, use your voice. Use your voice and tell them they have to stop. Use your voice, use your voice. BRGPF is just pure bacchanal. Use your voice, use your voice. Each and every day is an sex scandal. Use your voice, use your voice. Use your voice on them men in khaki and address them especially. Tell them leave them damn female police and them traffic wardens in peace. Senior officers having photos of traffic wardens in the nude. That's not good, they're too rude. Time for them big men to control it. Father, give you that voice. Go back and use it. Go back and use it. Go back and use it well. Chatty. I knelt down on the ground. All around I could hear them calling. My ancestors crying. Like them Leo from long ago was giving me a good tongue lashing. A serious scolding. They say rise up immediately. Go and find your new voice with honey. Cause you have to straighten some pastors in this country. Some of them so green it's not funny. Like they're working with the NNP. They abandon their calling and spiritual career, and they up hit me children. Father, give you that voice. Go back and use it well. And hear they chanting. Father, give you that voice. Go back and use it well. Remember when the teachers strike for their pension? Use your voice, use your voice. The Catholic bishop jump into action. Use your voice, use your voice. And he make them teachers cut their protection. Use your voice, use your voice. But when they dock their salary, he stay quiet. Use your voice, use your voice. They like separate living their poor flock into the den of the wolf pack. They will sell their soldiers for favors and a handful of dollars. He have one from the east always defending the NNP for so. But he have contract in the ministry and he don't know he asked from the elbow. The Father give you that voice. Go back and use it. Go back and use it. Go back and use it.
Calypso, calypso, calypso. Yeah, man. Yeah, guys. This is the bad-Jons, and today we're featuring the new bad-Jons of Calypso. Yeah, the new bad-Jons of Calypso. I want everybody to share the program right now. Share the program because today we're gonna learn a little bit more about these two artists. I'm talking about Stunner and Cox. Now everybody been talking about Stunner and Cox after the preliminaries, the semi-finals. All eye has been on these two artists, and we're gonna find out why. All right, we're also gonna dive a little bit deeper into their lyrics, their musician, their arrangement, who's behind them, what's happening with Stunner and Cox. A lot to discuss. So as you're coming, guys, go ahead and share the thing, share the thing, share the thing. Calypso, everybody share the program, share the program, share the program, share the program. This is going to be an engaging conversation, and you too will get an opportunity. You too will get an opportunity to talk to them because, of course, we're going to open up the phone lines. Okay, all right, all right, all right. Everybody share.
We know that your vocal
Everybody
cords
share.
must be scratching.
Everybody share. As soon as you share, I want you to say I share. If you share the program, I want you to say I share. As soon as you share the program, I want you to say I share. We are moving. We have to give them guys and them a grand introduction. We have to give them a grand introduction. So all you have to do better than that. Share it, press love. Just press it, press it, press it. Let it see, let it feel the love. Because they ain't coming on with no kind of peer kind of 1, 2, 3 kind of heart. So now let them press it. Press it, press it, press it. Yeah, Carvel, thank you so much. Margaret, thank you so much. Share, 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 share. Diamond, share, 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 share. Sorry, Diane Abel, thank you so much. Share the program. Diane Abel, Jeffrey, how you doing? Big up, big up, big up, big up. Yes, yes, yes. Lydia, you share? All right. Okay. All right, guys. Okay. All right. Let's bring in, as I say, the bad-Jons, the new bad-Jons of Calypso. All you like the new name, the new bad-Jons of Calypso?
Nice putting a lot of pressure on us, you know.
Well, hey. The people is who say that, you know. They say all is the new bad-Jon, all is the new gatekeepers are the thing, you know.
Oh my, wow. Okay. That's
yes.
So that's a heavy
I'm telling you. All right, guys, let's welcome again Cox and Stunner. Cox, let's start with you first. And by the way, that's the first time they've been on the ride. That's the first time on the ride. But of course, we play their music here. We promote their music. So let's introduce a little bit. Tell us a little bit more about Cox.
What can I say about Cox? I mean, I started in Calypso in just in 2019. I'm very new to the thing. Unfortunately, 2020, 2021, we didn't have anything happening. So this is actually my second year in Calypso. I think you're gonna hear it most of the time when I get introduced. I'm a teacher by profession. I play a little bit of music as well. I actually have a band called Prestige. The band, we play different genres of music: soca, reggae, pop, calypso, all different types of music. And I'm just a lover of the art. I love the culture, and I love doing this thing.
Nice. All right. So let's move over now. The other guest on the program, Stunner. First of all, I remember seeing you in the Junior Calypso competition. And like the next year that I saw you, I mean, when I saw you was young kid. I'm like, okay, it's called a Stunner. Yeah, okay. And when I saw you was a big man. I don't know what happened. Just in a year or so, it's like you just went all the way up.
Junior, like you missed a few years, man.
No, I didn't. It seems that it was 1 year you were Stunner on the Junior Calypso stage. The next year, it's Stunner. Yeah, that's what it
On
seemed
the
like.
Junior Calypso stage, he was young Stunner and graduated to just Stunner.
Yeah. So tell the audience, tell the ride along audience, getting to know you. Who is Stunner? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, Stunner is a 24-year-old young man, originally from Grenville. A lot of people believe that I am from Shandimel, but I'm from Grenville. I have roots in Shandimel. I've lived in Shandimel for a little while, but I'm actually from Grenville. Like Cox, I'm also a teacher by profession. I started singing professionally in 2012. I took up the Calypso mantle in 2013 in the Junior Calypso Monarch. And on my first try, in that competition, I placed first, won the crown. Second year, I won the crown again. Unfortunately, I actually started singing very late into my school days. Basically, I started singing in Form 3, so 2013 would have taken me in Form 4. So 2014 would have been my last year in the junior calypso. I've been taking part in the national independence competition for quite a few years. I took part in the national calypso competition, or the Majka, in 2019. Made it all the way to the final stages. Note well, that was my first time in the Majka. Made it to the final stages, and I placed fourth that year in 2019. No competition in 2020, nothing in 2021. So I'm very happy to be back here this year in 2022, back in the finals.
Yeah, we're happy to have you guys. You know, there have been a lot of pressure that when people think of guys your age, they say, well, most of the artists, they gravitate more to soca or groovy. But you two, I mean, you are in soca, you're doing soca, you're doing groovy, but
Yes.
calypso, a lot of the younger ones don't really get into the thing, right? What was your inspiration to be a part of that arena, and not just your rag in the soca and the groovy, soca in particular?
Well, actually, my calypso journey, as I said, started in 2013. Initially, I never wanted to do calypso. You know? I actually wanted to do the soca. I started in the soca. I did the calypso in 2013. I realized calypso is something that I at that time I liked. I ended up liking the calypso. 2013, 2014, 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19. All these years coming up, I just developed a love for the calypso. I'm not sure if it's the music itself, the lyrics, or what. I'm not sure exactly what is the cause of the love for that for the art form, but I love calypso.
Yeah. Stunner, not Stunner. Cox, when did the calypso bug bite you?
Junior, I can't even tell you because it's been so long. I'll be honest with you. Maybe from since birth, I've been loving calypso, and that's the truth. I mean, as a young man, always wanted to sing calypso. Always wanted to sing calypso. Always wanted to be on the big stage. I remember as a little boy, I'm talking very little, maybe 5, 6. We're writing calypso. We're writing rhymes. Myself and my sister, and we're singing. They're backing up, standing in front of brooms, backing up, and my bigger brother, and my bigger sister, they're judges for us. I'll be honest, I always wanted to be in the Junior Monarch, but unfortunately, because of religious restraints, never had the opportunity to take part. And I mean, additionally, you have to give the man credit. I grew up around Scholar. Scholar has been, a major influence in that. So sometimes you see him around the house just walking around humming a melody or chatting to himself, trying to get lyrics together. So I don't think I chose calypso. I just tell people I didn't choose calypso. I think calypso came and calypso chose me. And I, unlike Stunner, I wanted to sing calypso. Always wanted to sing calypso. I love the poetry about it. I love the storytelling. The music seems a lot fuller. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love soca just the same, but there is just this aspect of the music in calypso that grab you and ask you to sit and listen. And I just love that. And when I got the opportunity to really come out there and showcase that, I decided, you know what, I'm going to take that opportunity.
Yeah, guys, we're chatting here with Stunner and Cox. Stunner, I'm thinking for you, it was like a match made in heaven, because there you are. You have your father, Scholar, who has been crowned over 9 times. I mean, I'm thinking if you didn't go, or did you get that influence, or did you have to? You felt like, yeah. So your dad is doing it, your father is doing it. This is something that I have to get. Did you get any pressure to gravitate into the calypso from him?
No. Let me say no. I started in the calypso because of him.
Right.
But I never felt pressured to really take up the calypso mantle by him or by anyone. It's just, through repetitively doing calypso, since the first year, actually, since 2013, I figured that, calypso is something that I can fall in love with, right?
Mhm.
And that is exactly what happened. 2014, doing my calypso song in the junior competition, it just felt natural, right? And I believe that in itself is what really brings me to calypso. Soca, you have to prepare, you have to be physically fit, you can't lose your breath. In calypso, is the same way. Let me not say same, similar. You
Similar.
have to be fit in calypso as well. But to me, it's just something that I fell into. It was just natural for me.
Yeah. Guys, we're also going to give you guys an opportunity to chat live here with Stunner and Cox. Let's talk about the first time on stage, guys. The first time you walked out on that stage. I remember how I felt. I remember very clearly how I felt. Let's relive those moments. Stunner, you on
Oh my.
stage, very first time. Where was it and how did you feel?
That was the very first time on stage in Calypso Soca. Or just very
Calypso.
first time on stage. It's my
Very,
very first
very
time
first time on stage in general.
in
How
general.
about that?
That would have been, I think it was a Grenville Carnival lunch.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I had just started singing my first song. That was Like a Jet Plane. My
Uh-huh.
first, very, very, very first song. That was a soca. I stepped on that stage, and trust me, Junior, my heart was in my toe. I was so afraid, watching people, and look at me now. In the calypso, it was a similar scenario. That
Uh-huh.
was the junior calypso monarch.
Yes.
Stepped on the stage. At that time, I didn't really know about performing, so my father was drilling me for days.
And
I
that's
was
added pressure,
drilled.
by the way. That's added pressure, I would believe.
Yes. He would come and tell me, man, you're not practicing, man. You don't know about the calypso. Practice. And
I could hear scholars saying that too.
I stepped on the stage, and to be very honest, for the calypso, the fear just went away. I sang the
Oh.
first line.
Uh-huh.
That song was Don't Call Me Big.
Uh-huh.
I sang the first line in that song. And I don't know if it was the crowd. I don't know if I was very well prepared because I was drilled,
Right.
But all the fear went, and I just put down an excellent performance. I was even dancing. I didn't even practice dancing. Dancing up
Wow.
and down the stage.
Cox, what about you? First time on stage, stepping out on any stage whatsoever.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm not really a stranger to the stage. Not necessarily singing, but I've been around doing a bit, MC and stuff around the place. So the stage is not something that I'm unfamiliar with. But the calypso stage, on the other hand, that was a whole different kettle of fish. As I said, my first time, bear in mind, I've been around calypso bands for a little while. As a matter of fact, I MC the tent a few times. But first time actually having a calypso to sing, I'll be honest with you, I'm in the backstage and my name gets called and I'm not even sure who they're talking to. I'm not even sure if it's me. They call it and then the band starts to play, and in my mind I'm like, but that song sounds familiar, and I step on stage, mic in my hand, realize that there's a whole theater, and I was in Book Cinema actually, a whole theater full of people looking at me, and now I have to sing. And similar to Stunner, the moment he gets out there and the first set of words come out, you feel relaxed. You feel like you're in your element. I'll be honest with you. Since 2019, I am, and I'm not proud to say it, but I'm suffering from a little bit of PTSD. I think I think most persons would be aware as to. But once you hear about Cox, you know what happened. You know what would have happened in 2019. So there's a bit of PTSD. I can tell you. When it's time to go on the stage, there's a lot of pacing. The mind is racing. You're trying to figure out all the things that can possibly go wrong. It's a whole thing in the backstage. I'll be honest with you. There are times I'm there.
Yeah, I could imagine because and I heard that from a stalwart in the business. He said, "You see that tingling you feel in your stomach when you go on stage." You would always have that. The minute time you lose that, that's the passion that went away.
Yeah.
That tingling have to be there all the time because believe it or not, even when I come on this program, you get that kind of thinking about that little tingling. But what if?
Yeah.
What if?
Yeah, and
all these things.
You're not sure what that feeling is, eh? You're not sure what that feeling is. You don't know if you're feeling cold or feeling hot. You're not sure what's happening.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Guys, we're chatting here with Stunner and Cox. Those guys are getting ready for the finals. We're going to talk about that. But I want to play a quick performance here by Stunner. This is his performance in the preliminary judging stage of competition night. This is Stunner.
To give yourself the best chance. To give yourself the best chance, you must set the booster. Now I want to make a very special appeal to those in position, cause this is a big deal. Because this booster could protect we future. Let's take it further now and share some booster. Oh Lord, oh booster. Oh Lord, oh booster. Oh Lord, oh man, we have to share some booster. Oh Lord, oh booster. Oh Lord, oh booster. Oh Lord, oh man, agriculture really need a booster for it to raise the head. So he wouldn't let, man, we need a booster. Look what's happening now. Booster. Yeah, don't even a cow. Booster. Things that we could grow. Booster. We import from St. Vincent. Booster. We import Bill High. Booster. Like Selassie, you see, food security really need a booster. Oh Lord, oh booster. Oh Lord, oh booster. To help we lead us see, farming should be priority. Booster. Oh Lord, oh booster. Oh Lord, oh booster. Let's share the booster, but not only for Corona. Are you agree with me? As we fight for reparation, man, that is the right time to go on a booster campaign, put plan into action. Cause we need a booster to untangle us from the queen political will. Really need a strong dose to get rid of England. Just like Barbados, we cannot venture into the future with so much colonial baggage is still here. The monarchy will pay dearly for their part in slavery when we share some booster. Oh Lord, oh booster. Oh Lord, oh booster. Oh Lord, oh man, we have to share some booster. Oh Lord, oh booster. Oh Lord, oh booster. Oh Lord, oh Grenadianism really need a strong one to get a negative test. In foreign mindedness, man, we need a booster. Scott and Maloney, booster. Who them fellas be? Booster. What has Melville done? Booster. To have shit in tongue? Booster. What of Peter Ben? Booster. Dr. Thomas the same, our own Grenadian Champions to the world really need a booster. Oh Lord, booster. Oh Lord, booster. To stop us arguing.
Yeah, this is Stunner. Guys, we're chatting here with Stunner and, of course, Cox. Guys, they're getting ready for the finals of the Calypso coming up on the 5th on Thursday. Let's talk about writing, guys. Let's talk about writing. Who does who handles the writing? Stunner, do you do your own writing or you get assistance? How'd that go?
No, I do not do my own writing. My father write my songs.
Okay. And did anybody ever told you that you sung exactly and you move exactly like him as well?
I've heard the comment that I move like him.
You move like him. You sung like him. You are exact replica. And I guess Kala is very proud because I would love if I was doing. My son would somehow do what I'm doing and so much close to what I'm doing. You know, it's good. You sung exactly like Scholar.
Well.
And I know he's proud. And I know he's proud. He's proud. He's proud. He's sitting there right now and he's proud. He's happy. What about you, Cox?
Well, similar to Stunner, Scholar writes my songs. This year, Scholar wrote these the 2 songs I did this year, but it was like a collaborative effort. In that he would always reach out and say, "Hey man, what are you thinking? What ideas you have? Let me hear what you have." And I mean, so you would show him one idea thinking that it's going to go left. And I mean, the man is a genius. Yeah, I'll give him that. You think that the idea is going to go left and you realize you get back something and it's not really where you thought it would have been, but it's even better. So but this year, these two, and I call them masterpieces because they are masterpieces. That was all Scholar. That was all Scholar.
Yeah. No, seriously. What do you think about getting more of the young people into calypso? And what do you think needs to be to give them encouragement to sing calypso?
In my opinion, Junior, I'll be honest with you. I've had an experience where I've maybe brought along maybe 2 or 3 friends in the calypso tent, and I'll be honest. I may have misjudged them a little bit because I brought them along thinking that they're not gonna enjoy this thing because it's calypso. Most young people think calypso is boring. But they left the tent excited to hear more calypso. They're telling me that it's funny, it's informative, it can get emotional sometimes. I think what needs to happen, and one of the biggest issues that we're having in what I've noticed is that you don't have calypso being played on the radio anymore. All right? You can't be on a bus listening to the radio and you're going to hear calypso music being played. Because of that, calypsonians are not really recording their songs. We're just writing it, maybe sending it to the arranger, let they write the scores, and then we go to the band house and we get it played. All right? But I think if we actually get the people in the radio stations to start playing the calypso and calypsonians start recording their music, then maybe we might have a lot more people, falling in love with it and deciding, hey, you know what, maybe I should show up and see what these guys have to offer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Stunner, what's your thoughts on getting the younger ones involved and interested in calypso?
Well, I fully agree with the sentiments of Cox. Let's have the calypso playing on the radio. Let's have something dealing with calypso because, as you see, if the tents do not have a show or if there is no calypso judging or anything like that, you barely hear calypso throughout the year. I know that GUT had taken an initiative where they had calypso workshops for youths, basically. I actually was part of that workshop when I was younger. I'm looking now and I'm seeing that there's less and less young people taking part in the Junior Calypso Monarch. And I believe that we need to create an avenue, be it with a workshop or an event that basically deals with calypso, or as they do listening parties and these kinds of stuff for calypso, so the younger generation can understand what is in a calypso, what a calypso is about. They could understand the different lyrics in the calypso, double meaning, double entendre, satire, and these kinds of things in calypso, because calypsos are so interesting. You can listen to calypso speaking about the bean. The artist can sing about the bean, but can be singing about something completely different. And a lot of youths do not understand the double meaning in songs, especially
Right.
calypso. And I think that we need to do something about that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm very disappointed, and I continue to say this, that they allow extempo to die, right? Extempo, I remember they used to have, I don't know if you guys old enough to remember that there used to be extempo competition and thing. All you probably was young them time there. But during the extempo competition, you have artists coming out, even guys who don't sing calypso, they come out an extempo, Bonstein and all of this, who sang some, who did some calypso as well. But there was extempo. And now a lot of people don't even know how to extempo. They don't understand. And Chuck Dust, I remember Chuck Dust once said in his song, Kai Sonian long ago supposed to know extempo. So you're singing a song, you're singing and you forget a line, you could get your way out of it. And you ain't go just sit down and just boss or just stand there like a jay in a headlight and you don't know what to say. You know how to extempo. Right. And I'm hoping that somehow they could bring that back, because that is the fundamental. I think that is the roots of the whole thing, to get guys interested in it. And what we saw from previous years, we saw like a sudden decline, well, a huge decline of calypso in especially the Marsh Gras. What do you think needs to be done to ensure that calypso don't die like how extempo died, especially in Grenada?
Well, a lot more attention should be paid to the art form, to be honest with you. I mean, and I don't mean to sound controversial, but the truth of the matter is, calypso has been maltreated and been maltreated for a lot of years. You have even this year, to some extent, you would have people saying that the way calypso is being treated is best. We have the finals being moved to a Thursday, and on top of that same Thursday we have a private event carded for that event for that same day, receiving the permission from SMC. So I mean, that in itself means that, okay, how can you? It means that you're not willing to invest what is necessary in the calypso. I remember Stunner spoke about the GUT. I think it was I can't remember, the Pass the Torch program. That was in the money program.
Yeah.
And we had situations where you had young people. I remember a lot of young persons going into those programs. You had centers in St. Andrews, centers in St. David's, one in St. George's, and you had young people go in there and learning from the great like Wizard and those people are how to write, how to perform. I think that the Ministry of Culture, maybe together with SMC, would need to come together and put on a program like that. I mean, that was an initiative from the country themselves, but we need to get support from the powers that be, the people who are heading or leading the carnival, as a matter of fact. So if they put their best foot forward in that regard, then maybe we will see an incline in calypso. Because the truth is, there are a lot of calypso lovers out there. But people just don't like what is happening with calypso. I have seen. I look at in May there was a show, Masters of Calypso, and I was on that show, and the spice basket was filled to the brim.
Yeah,
there wasn't enough space for people at Spice Basket to accommodate that show. So that means that there is still the love for calypso out there, but I think people really don't like the respect that calypso is being shown at the moment. So they're deciding, you know what, I can't support this thing halfway. Is that how we do it? Do it it right or we don't do it at all.
Right. So, Sona, do you feel the same that Calypso is not dying or dead? It's just that promotion behind Calypso, behind the Marsh Grind in particular. As you said, you go to Masters of Calypso and there's no empty space, but the Marsh Grind have 5 and 10 people stand up there. Do you think that it is the respect and the promotion that is given to Calypso that is not giving it its due promotion or is due exposure to the world? What's your thoughts? Okay, so Stunner, you there?
Well, Junior, I believe I believe in Grenada, Calypso is being disrespected.
Right.
Calypso is being disrespected bigly. As Cox said, the Calypso show was moved to Thursday. No, the reasoning behind that was to try something different. It was stated basically loosely that there's competition for, with the Calypso show and the white shows. Now the white shows are usually on the Saturday. So what would happen is that Sunday people tired, people don't want to come and listen Calypso.
Right.
So the Calypso show was moved to Thursday. Now we're trying something different.
Yeah.
How could you place a private activity or a show to compete against Calypso? The Calypso that you've stated that you're moving because you do not want competition for it or against it. Why now that you would allow a private entity to have an activity or a show on the same night, causing competition between the two activities? To me, that is disrespectful. And what is worse is that the private show is being advertised by SMC.
Oh. Yeah.
And that is worse. I mean, even Sunday night, he was advertised in the Calypso semifinals. To me, that's big disrespect.
Right. So what about the association? The Calypso Association represent for the Calypsonians that could come out and speak and lobby Spice Mass Corporation. So we don't have that type of ongoing disrespect.
Well, I believe that every Calypso tent within the island or within the nation would have their different representatives for such and such tent. And these people I know for a fact. My father, who is the leader of Calypso Bads and Fireworks, GPAC Bads and Fireworks, is always in conversation with SMC and stuff like that. I mean, even the move to the Thursday, that was basically discussed with them. No, the reasoning was given, and what had happened is that there was a promise that there will not be a show on the Sunday night. Well, basically there would not be a private show, but we would have an activity called the Majga. No, it wouldn't just be Calypso. The Majga was going to be a cultural extravaganza, basically, where we would have the winners of Calypso, winners of Groove, winners of Soca, the queens, king and queen of the band, everything in that one night, So it's a cultural explosion, basically. That is what was supposed to happen. Now we see that a private entity was given the day as well to have a show again. So no matter how you take it, we are being disrespected. We have people in talks with SMC, but somehow it's not working out.
Doesn't come across.
Interesting. I remember Scholar speaking on that in the conversation that we had. But now it's even more clear the disrespect, because as you said, if the Thursday was set aside for Calypso, I think that SMC should put all the energy behind that. And I did remember, in fact, seeing an ad for that Thursday show. So I get it. Guys, let's open up the phone line right now. Let's open up the phone lines right now. 718-701-5720. If you want to speak to Cox, if you want to speak to Stunner, give us a call. 718-701-5720. In the meantime, we're going to check out this performance. We're going to check out this performance, Use Your Voice by Cox. We played it earlier. We're going to play it again. This is Cox. All right, I'm not sure why we wasn't getting any audio. We're gonna try to rectify that. Sorry about that, guys. I thought that you guys was hearing it. Anyway, we'll fix that audio problem and come right back to you. So let's take a quick commercial break. We're watching Right Along Live. We'll be right back. Don't move.
Grenadian products are now only a mouse click away at GrenadaMarket.com. Nutmeg and guava jams, jellies and syrups, world-famous nutmeg pain relief spray, black sage, soursop, lemongrass, and guavande bar. Ordering is simple and friendly. All major credit cards accepted. Safe, secure shopping guaranteed. GrenadaMarket.com ships your product anywhere in the world. So when you can't go to the island, the products off the island can be sent to you. Just log on to www.grenadamarket.com and experience our quick delivery and homely service.
All right, I wanna make sure you guys can see the performance again. Heavily requested. Let me know if you guys hearing it this time around. This is Cox.
I hear they chanting. 2019, I jump in the calypso ring and I come last. I come dead last. Right away, man, I say 2019 is me first and last. I was too damn fast. I decided to take scholar advice, to use my talent and my sweet voice to sing for the Lord, praise him in song and rejoice. So I joined the Baptist religion in the first time on the morning ground. And I hear a song like 1,000 voices chanting. Yeah, the words that they sing. The Father give you that thought. Go back and use it well. And yeah, they chanting. The Father give you that thought. Go back and use it well. The police was in Grenada is so corrupt.
Use your voice, use your voice.
Use your voice and tell them they have to stop.
Use your voice, use your voice.
bad-Jons is just pure bacchanal.
Use your voice, use your voice.
Each and every day is an sex scandal.
Use your voice, use your voice.
Use your voice on them men in khaki and address them especially. Tell them leave them damn female police and them traffic wardens in peace. Senior officers having photos of traffic wardens in the nude. That's not good, they're too rude. Time for them big men to control it.
Father, give you that voice. Go back and use it. Go back and use it. Go back and use it well.
Chatty. I knelt down on the ground, all around I could hear them calling. My ancestors crying, like them Leo from long ago was giving me a good tongue lashing, a serious scolding. They say rise up immediately, go and find your new voice with honey, cause you have to straighten some bastards in this country. Some of them so green it's not funny, like they're working with the enemy. They abandon their calling and spiritual career, and they upkeep me children.
Father, give you that voice. Go back and use it well.
I hear they chanting.
Father, give you that voice. Go back and use it well.
Remember when the teachers strike for their pension?
Use your voice, use your voice.
The Catholic bishop jump into action.
Use your voice, use your voice.
And he make them teachers cut their protection.
Use your voice, use your voice.
But when they dock their salary, he stay quiet.
Use your voice, use your voice.
They like shepherd leading their poor flock into the den of the wolf pack. They will sell their soldiers for favors and a handful of dollars. He have one from the east always defending the NNP for so. But he have contract in the ministry and he don't know he asked from the elbow.
Father, give you that voice. Go back and use it. Go back and use it. Go back and use it well.
I hear they chanting.
Yes, and yes, guys. Welcome back. Chatting live here with Cox and Stunner as they get ready, preparing for the final. So let's talk about these songs, those two songs. Stunner, we start with you, right? The first song, tell us about the first song. I know the second rendition is Booster, right? What was the first selection again? Refresh me.
The first song was Make That Make Sense.
Make That Make Sense. Make That Make Sense. Yes, tell us about these two renditions. Make That Make Sense and Stunner. And
Booster.
Booster, yes.
Well, Make That Make Sense is basically a song that speaks to current affairs. You know, stuff that are happening here that really do not make sense. You know?
Right.
They make sense to absolutely nobody except the people that are doing it. Or
right.
You know, and I'm just asking the Grenadian public to help me to make these nonsensical things make sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's basically the gist of Make That Make Sense. Booster is a song that was written for the independence competition this year. Booster is also a song that speaks to current affairs. It was written for more current affairs, basically, right? So it speaks to health and you know, the health system, the educational system, agriculture, the things that we take for granted, basically. Look at the health system in Grenada. It's poor. So I'm basically saying, let's boost it. Instead of giving humans the booster, let's give health a booster. Let's give education a booster. Let's give Grenadianism a booster. Let's give agriculture a booster. Let's make things in Grenada. Let's do better.
Yes, absolutely. And Stunner, your two renditions for competition this year.
Okay. I think you mean me, right?
Yes, I get you. Yeah, you guys song so much alike sometimes. I just kind of mix all you up to. Yeah, Cox. Sorry.
the two that I have this year. The first one is Anything. It's a song called Anything. Like Booster, that song was actually written for the independence competition. And we had to make some changes with it to bring it to Carnival. But the song really speaks about, sometimes people want to censor the calypso. They want to tell you what you should and shouldn't sing about. They're telling you that, listen, boy, if you sing only nation building song, then when you will get through. If you sing song and you don't talk about politicians, you might get through. But Anything is a song saying, boy, we singing on anything, whatever it is, we singing on anything. Whether the topic is politics, whether it's social issues, whatever it is, we singing on anything.
Yeah.
Right? And that's where that song really came from. The second one, Junior, which is the one you just played, which is Use Your Voice. And I'll tell you something about that song. That song didn't really have a name, We didn't have a name for that song. That song got its name in the tent because I'm pretty sure the score sheets or the music sheets still do not have a name on it. I remember in practice, and every time I bring the song to the band, basically, and they would ask me, Cox, is the next a new song again? Because there's never a name on it. But since 2019, since what would have happened in the finals happened, I've always wanted to do a song to piggyback on that.
Right. And what would have happened is that you came last.
I came last.
Oh, okay, we just want to put that out there.
Dead last.
No, you didn't just come last, you came dead last.
Right. In the last verse of the song, unfortunately, I lost the last 4 lines of the song. As they say, we boss, and the judge decided to put the last. But I always wanted to piggyback on that. Always get the positive out of the negative.
Right.
So I had the idea. I had the idea of writing a song initially called I Forget to Sing. Right. But in a conversation with another friend of mine, we were discussing, boy, you have a real good voice. And in 2019, people were asking, boy, who is this man not singing? People were saying, he sounds like there's this Reggie Calypso, and I'm not too sure who he is, unfortunately, and forgive me. I'm Calypso world, but he sounds like Reggie, he sounds like a little bit like Randy. There's a little bit of Scholar in there. Who is that voice?
Yeah.
And I remember having that conversation with Scholar, and I said, Scholar, I want a song about the voice. Scholar
right.
said, well, we go walk. I remember Scholar, the first time Scholar sent the song for me, it wasn't really a song. Scholar sent me a voice note over 3 minutes long with him just humming. It was no lyrics. Him just humming, and then he messaged me and asked me, "You like this song?" I'd be like, "Well, you didn't really send me a song, but I like what I hear him so far." Right. But the song is really, there are too many times we have the talent and we don't go out there and we use it the way we're supposed to. So my talent is my voice, and I'm going to go out there and I'm going to use my voice, and I'm going to sing on all the issues that needs to be sung about, that people feel afraid to talk about. I think I'm going to use my voice. The Father has blessed it, and thank God God has blessed me with this voice, and I'm going to use it as much as possible.
Nice. It's someone just messaged me there, and they say it's quite possible, very possible, that Scholar might get licks from his son and his student. How possible? Well, I mean, listen, I saw you perform in the semis, and I'm like, yo, I saw both of you guys perform, and I was like, yo, it's a possibility there that these guys will be the upsetters in the competition. Are you guys seeing that? Are you guys hearing that from people? It's quite possible that you might be in the top 3. I don't know in what position, 1, 2, 3, but based on what they heard, have you guys heard that? And do you think that it's quite possible that Stunner, you might be able to beat your father?
What I can say, Junior, is a difficult task. Because as you know, the man is a performer. He puts it down.
But you can't afraid him, though. You can't afraid him. You have to go there to beat him. You have to go there to beat him.
Junior, let me finish. He puts it down. He always has tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's a competition. Everybody needs to go out there and do their best. So I'm going to be going out there looking for first place. Same as Cox would be looking for first place. Same as Rootsman Kelly would be looking for first place. We'd be looking for first place. And we'd have to put out all the stops to get that first place. So it is possible. I will say it's possible. It's a difficult task, but it's possible.
Mm-hmm. From here on, you can't shake hands. You can't tell him what your plans are. You gotta sleep with your door closed. You can't tell him your plans.
Right now, we enemies.
I'm telling you. You gotta say, keep it to your side. I keep to my side. There's no friendship in this business here right now.
but you know the one thing is, Junior, while you may think that throughout this, even in 2019 and this year, this competition, we still move like a collective.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's still love, and I say it's still love in the house. Before I go on stage, or before Stunner go on stage, you need to meet up, give that little high five, say, brother, but it's peace. We going hard, we're gonna do this thing. At the end of the day, it's a competition, but when we get off the stage, it's still love. It's still love. And listen, I ain't putting it past none of us, Scholar ain't for a good team.
A good licking.
Yeah, a good licking. I mean, technically, even though Scholar would have come, even though myself or Stunner would have come first, Scholar still come first.
Scholar still win.
Yeah. I get that.
The truth of the matter is, I mean, as you said, it is a competition. We know who our competitors, been around Scholar long enough, and we know that on the finals night, he comes with it. He brings that element that, like he has that winning formula. But, I mean, he had to come good and come correct this year because the truth is, I am putting my best foot forward. I know Stunner is putting his best foot forward. We were talking today about, what we're thinking for presentation. I think Stunner plan on all a suit from Istanbul. I don't know.
What? All you set, all you ready?
Someone stop sharing my secrets, man.
As long as you don't talk in your sleep.
Yeah,
as long as you don't talk in your sleep.
We do lucky the night.
At the end of the day, it's still love. It's all of us still. I mean, a guy met me on Sunday after I performed, and he was like, "What all about?" So it's a family thing. So you come out of stage, Stunner going now. You have your niece in the background, and your brother coming and sing just now. It's love. It's love. It's always love.
Nice. I like the love. I love to see that. I mean, Scholar is a boss, and he's an artist I've always looked up to him. Very lyrical. He's just a good guy. And by the way, Stunner, you probably didn't know this, but me and your mom went to school together.
Yes. I knew.
Yes. So yeah, man. I've known you. I known your whole family all for many years, and I want to say congratulations to you guys for reaching this far. But besides Scholar, besides Stunner, besides Cox, who else in competition you kind of eyeballing, you kind of looking sideways at? Stunner?
Well, I'm looking at everybody,
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you cannot count out anyone, in a competition, anything can happen. Anybody could pull out an upset. So everyone is competition. Everybody I'm looking at. Like I said, I'm going out there to win. So I'm not really worried about who could beat me. I'm going for the first. I'm not worrying about who could beat me. And like Cox said, it's all love, especially within the GPAC tent. It's all love. We're always with each other, so we don't really see it as competition, although it's competition. But we're just going out there and putting our best foot forward, and that is what we're going to do on Thursday, next Thursday.
Yeah, let me give you guys a rundown on the other artists that will be a part of the Calypso finals. Papa Jerry is from the Kingdom Calypso tent. We have Rootsman Kelly, Richmond Kelly is a serious contender. Serious contender. And then of course we have Cox, we have Royalty, Randy Isaac have some great songs as well. Scholar, well, you know how Scholar does come already. We have Stunner, of course. We heard from Stunner. Big J, great songs, great performance. Baraka and Superstar. This is a serious lineup right there. A serious competition. And my fingers crossed. I reach in there early because I am so excited. I don't want to miss nothing. I want to see every single performer from the beginning all the way to the end. So I want you guys to do the same. Let's go closing words right now, guys. What do you have to say, Stunner, starting with you, to the viewers that's watching right now, the people that are watching right now? What do you want to say to them?
Well, Junior, I'm reading the comments, and a lot of people are saying that I act like my father and song like my father. But in actuality, that's I grew up with my father. You know,
of course.
So you must expect me to have something along the lines of my father. So
Yeah.
I grew up with my father. That's a male figure in the house. I would emulate him in some way or form. You know.
Yeah.
I cannot help it. Honestly,
Yeah.
I cannot help it. I grew up looking at my father perform.
Yes.
Yes, there would be elements within my performance that would have stuff from other performers, but most of my performance would come from what I've seen the most in my life, and that would be my father's performances. I cannot help the fact that my voice is almost as deep as his. You know, I can't change the fact that I would speak like him, intonate like him, you know. So I mean, yes, I can try, but I can't help the fact, you know.
Yeah, no, and no, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. No, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I think that's a plus. Because Scholar basically is he's so strong as an artist and as a person that he gave off some of those energies to you, and you would probably share that with your kids, and it's a whole generation. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I'm hoping, you know.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Cox, final words.
Yes, sir. Well, to be honest, Junior, before I even say anything, I just want to thank everyone, because to be honest, I've been shown so much love. It's not even funny. And a lot of that is attributed to you, because what would have happened? A lot of people who didn't come to the tent during the judging night, you took that clip and you put it on right along there, and that, as Carla say, just felt.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it just went up into the shot, the people just started hearing it. So I just want to, like, anybody who's listening, and I just want to thank you guys for the love. It's been overwhelming. It is a journey. Since May, Junior, I've been suffering with this issue with my throat. Every time I perform, I lose my voice entirely.
Oh wow!
Right? Yeah. And on Sunday night, Stunner was there, and I was feeling cold. I had fever. And I don't know what was happening. You know, the voice was going and coming in, trying to speak. So, but nonetheless, there was so much love. I want to invite everybody out to the Calypso Finals. The Calypso Finals is going to be one for the record books, because I know Stunner is going to bring it. Cox is going to bring it. Scholar is definitely going to bring it. Rootsman, Big J, the members of the other finalists are seriously going to bring it. And it's going to be an amazing competition. And I want everybody to come out and just enjoy and love Calypso the way we love Calypso. You know. But thanks again, everyone, for the love, the respect. Keep sharing the thing.
Yeah, man.
Know, and I want people to join me, and let's all of us go inside there and use our voice. All right?
Yeah, man.
We're using our voice to sing anything, Junior. We're using our voice to sing anything.
I like that one. Use your voice to sing anything. Guys, congratulations. We're going to be following you not only for this competition, but onwards. And congratulations, and keep soca music alive. I believe it's in good hands. It's in great hands. Yes, guys. So that was, of course, Stunner and Cox, and their performance. They're getting ready. They're getting ready for Calypso Finals. Yeah, they're getting ready for Calypso Finals. Wendy, big up yourself. Thank you so much, guys. Listen, I really, honestly, seriously think that more focus need to be put on calypso. Yes. I think that, and I made a post, and I think a lot of people probably misunderstood my post, right? I made a post and I said that give calypso artists $100,000. If anyone that deserve it is them. And that is not to say that everybody else don't deserve it. The reason why calypso artists, in my view, really, if anybody have to be given that, is calypsonians. One, calypsonians, when you go on stage, they have to sing 2 songs. They have to sing 2 songs, right? 2, they can welele and walala between their songs. It's not like they could say, okay, well, wave your flag here, wave your flag there. No, they have to remember the 2 songs. They have to remember the 2 songs. So there is a bit of artistry in just remembering your full song. If you, I mean, no disrespect to soca, but a lot of time you might see a soca artist on stage, and when he get tired or something like that, he could stop, he could say low, he could say all them things that he could say. He could say run down so, run back so, run back so. That's not a part of the lyrics, you know, but he go say that because he might burn and he might tired or he might forget something, right? Calypsonian can't do that. Calypsonian have to remember the song verbatimly, and they have to sing it. They have to, and it have to make sense. It have to make sense. They can't say about running down a slope, running up a hill. No, you have to make sense. So the writing have to be better. So they are, when you in calypso, you are writers and you are better performers, right? Thirdly, where I think that if anyone deserve $100,000 is calypsonians. Calypsonians don't really make money after carnival, really and truly. Radio stations don't have a calypso segment where they play calypso music. Calypsonians don't get booked left, right, and center to do shows all over the place. They don't. They seriously don't, right? They might be a part of the masquerade, and for a lot of artists, even some of the artists that win in the calypso finals, they don't get booking. So when I say if anyone deserve $100,000 is a calypsonian, those are some of the reasons why if anyone deserve $100,000, give it to the calypsonian. Seriously, they work for it. They deserve it. Give them. Give them. If they had to give you, if you're looking for somebody to give it to them. I respect the calypsonians, and the calypsonians should not be disrespected, because just how you have reggae and dance hall, and you have reggae and ska and all this music are like the building blocks of dance hall music, right? Calypso and extempo are the bloodline of soca music. So we cannot forget, and we cannot neglect, and we cannot disrespect calypsonians and calypso music. We have to give them the full bly. We have to give them the full bly, and don't put no disrespect. And I say it every time, guys. Whenever you talk about extempo, it burns my heart that extempo died. Extempo died. Extempo died. Yeah, extempo died. And some people don't even know if you say extempo, what is that? Some of the young kids, some of the young guys coming up, they don't even know what is the extempo. They're like, what? I does extempo and all kind of things still. And people say, what is that? They don't know. They're young. So they didn't start from that. And that is because the focus and the energy. Now, Scholar has always said about Dominica and spoke about Dominica. And I concur with him when he speak about Dominica. Dominica, if you check Dominica Carnival and the music that is played in Dominica, man, is calypso music. Is calypso. They don't have a soca monarch. They don't have a soca monarch. People are really getting down to calypso music. Like before there was a soca monarch in Grenada. There was calypso finals. Yeah. Before there was soca monarch is new, you know. It's not like they had this all the time, you know. When Specky and Jamu and Black Wizard and them used to go at it, it wasn't in soca monarch, you know. The first verse used to be like the real social commentary, and the second verse used to be like a party tune. and the thing used to be nice. But when Soca Mona come, a lot of people gravitated and move away from the calypso, and they move into the soca, and they have neglected calypso music. But we cannot allow calypso music to dead like extempo, and we have to. That's why I love when Stunner and Cox and those younger guys. I want to call them young, and they're teachers, and they are young men, but they are basically setting an example. So somebody else knows, some other student, someone that's coming to be like, oh, I want to be like Cox. I want to be like Stunner. You know, I want to sing calypso too. I ain't gonna just want to sing. I just want to start from the finish line, which is soca. I ain't saying it's not a good thing. I mean, sing all of it. But don't forget, don't neglect, don't disrespect calypso. You can't do that. You can't do that. You're shooting yourself in the foot. Sure, you're shooting yourself in the foot. You guys know what I'm talking about. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of the programming today. Big up all the artists. Big up all the Calypsonians. I'm going to give you their names again, guys, and come out and support them. You know, come out and support them. You know, I want to see people from wall to wall. I want to see people come out in Progress Park on the 5th and support Calypso music. I want to see that. Come out and support it. Let me give you the names. Why is my document not opening up? My document is not opening up. Anyway, something wrong with WhatsApp. Okay, they came back now. Let me give you the names, guys. Let me give you the names again. Let me give you all the soca artists. I want to give them a big bly. That's going to be performing. We have Papa Jerry, Rootsman Kelly, Cox, Royalty, Randy Isaac, Scholar, Stunner, Big J, Baraka, and Superstar. Right? Yes. And they will be going up against... hold on. Who are they going up against? Hold on. Who they going up against again?
Junior Sour Serpent, man.
Sour Serpent, oh Lord, yes. I'm like, I'm thinking, I'm saying, wait, no, they're going up against Scholar? No, they're going up against Sour Serpent. Sour Serpent, they're going up against. I'm like, okay, yeah, they're going up against Sour Serpent. So guys, come out and support Kaiso. I'll be there early. I want to see you guys there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of our program today, and support Kaiso music. Peace out.
After 2 years of no mass, no bacchanal, and no vibes, let me ask you something. Are you ready to be thrilled again? Well, get ready for Amazing Colors. Amazing Colors is back on the road for 2022. Monday Night Mass is back in Grenada. And this year will be the most amazing return ever. Amazing Colors presents Trilogy, the largest and most colorful band on the road with over 2,000 strong. Whoa, that's a big band. Get ready to be amazing, thrilled, and excited. You wanna play Monday Night Mass? Then it's easy. Order your packages online now before it all sold out. Get them online on www.mnmgrenada.com or call 415-6174. It's Amazing Colors Trilogy. Unlimited drinks all night. Laser focus, high power glow sticks, head pieces, frontline, VIP outfit, drawstring back, and more. It's Amazing Colors Trilogy. Monday Night Mass. It will be amazing.
One of the region's biggest cultural events returns.
Let's go sail Carnival now.
CRF, the Carrico Regatta Festival 2022, July 22nd to August 1st. Keeping the tradition alive while adjusting to the new normal. Be part of the experience with the grand launch on Friday, July 22nd. Live band music, awesome entertainment at the tennis court. Thursday, July 28th, the Regatta Night Cruise. Shades of Blue. Friday the 29th, we head to Windward for the trial races, yacht race, and the big night welcome party. Saturday 30th July, it's the Round the Island boat race and Blackout, the Soca edition, Hillsborough Tennis Court. Sunday the 31st, boat races, on-show activities, live band at the Esplanade. Then on Monday, it all culminates with the final boat races, on-show activities, donkey race, and greasy pole. Prize giving and the closing ceremony with live band and entertainment at the Esplanade. CRF, Carrico Carrico Regatta Festival 2022. Sail by day, party by night. For more info, explore Carrico and Pity Martinique, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook page. Or contact any member of the committee.
Don't care about what they say. Just rest it down in the past. Keep the millilly away. I can't stress about that. I'm booking a solo flight. Don't give me nobody pass. See if you don't like my style. I can't stress. Get busy. Dang dang dang, nigga the ganga dang. If you have good energy, come and let we jam. Dang dang dang, nigga the ganga dang. If you have good energy, come and let we jam. Dang dang dang, nigga the ganga dang. If you have good energy, come and let we jam. Dang dang dang, nigga the ganga dang. I can't stress about people. Stop depending on people. You have to do what is right for you. Choose happiness over evil. No, I ain't saying that everybody bad, but look out for the backbiters. Them acting skills is 10 out of 10, but I can't stress about that. Don't care about what they say. Just rest it down in the past. Keep the millilly away. I can't stress about that.
Get ready for Blackout! Saturday, July 30th, as the Carrico Regatta Festival Committee presents the fete that will ignite the Regatta Festival. Going down at Hillsborough Tennis Court in Carrico. Bring your chains, bring your horns, as we feature live from St. Vincent. Grab a finesse. Grab a finesse. Alongside Carrico's very own Killer B, Slaughter, Mr. Golden, and the Rough Regular Band. With music by Young Boy Moore, Jack Almighty, and Scratch Kid. Action starts 9 p.m. and goes on till. Hosted by MC Maestro. Get your $50 tickets now. From Gary Blair in Pity Martinique, the Regatta Jumper, Carrico's Tourism Office, or any Regatta Committee member. Saturday, July 30th, the place turn over. It's Blackout. That felt crazy.
Well, it's on right along, so it's happening here.
Came over here. What does it mean? You know, I grew up in what I guess you call a typical family.
We break all the stories, and that's just a fact. And that's why everyone has a story to tell. Right along live, I mean.